I know you guys are like, this isn't the start of the podcast. This is your boy ChopCheese, but man, I fucked up and I didn't hit the record button for the first 7 minutes of the pod, so forgive me, man. So the first 7 minutes will just be the audio and picture me being a clown. So enjoy, bro. This is New York City Nobodies.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's the New York City Nobodies. This is the first ever in-person podcast. Special happiness/sadness podcast because we watched Nycfc flame out in the Open Cup, but we just watched the Knicks go 2-up on the Celtics, so that's pretty lit. How you feeling, fellas?
Listen, man. I mean, I think it was, it's a bittersweet night. Obviously, the Knicks go up 2-0 in a series against the reigning champion Boston Celtics. Fuck Boston, but
Nah, leave that as a blooper. Fuck Boston team. How the fuck did they even fucking
Technical difficulties.
Take two.
Yo,
See how that looked? The first, actually, I'm not even inside.
that was funny.
No, bro, that's very funny.
Huh?
Yeah.
But I don't know where that piece is to attach the phone. I couldn't find it. I've been looking for it. I would have been put everything on it. That was the whole thing. I was looking for that fucking piece. I don't know what happened.
Well,
Okay.
We had some technical difficulties. We're trying this out. I probably should have brought my camera, but it is what it is. You live and learn.
Yeah.
But again, how you guys feeling?
Well, listen, like you guys said, we're on a high. Thankfully, the night ended the way we wanted, on a happy note, because we did go up 2-0, so that helped a lot. We'll get into everything. Of course, we're going to get into the Knicks. We're definitely going to get into NYCFC because it's been a big week in New York sports. I mean, you can say in any sport, but we'll definitely go into how this week was. And, yeah, we'll start off with the Knicks game.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, it's crazy how we had identical endings. I mean, identical storylines for both games. Monday night we were MSG and we enjoyed it. And just to see frame by frame almost like the same energy, the same comeback, all these other things, right? So I think that when you really think about how much this team fights, how much this team really just are a bunch of dogs. I mean, this is what a New York team should be. Aggressive, hustling, like we never stay down. So and I think that right now what we need to do is that we need to keep this energy up. And really, we're coming back to MSG. Take the games we got in MSG and just go on to the next round. Fuck Boston. That's it.
I agree. I mean, this is very similar to game one. The Knicks are down 20. Everyone counted them out. Colin Cowherd, all you guys on ESPN, all the little Celtics influencers, you all call us out. Now what? Now we're up 2-0. We're about to sweep y'all. Like I was telling everybody last night, you ever had clam chowder, bro? That shit is garbage, bro. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. I don't care what they did last year. This is this year, and this is the next year, bro. We're gonna win, bro. We're gonna make it far this year.
I just want to make hashtag Knicks tape a thing again. That's all.
Oh my God! I mean, listen, if there's any time for you to make it happen, it'll be today.
It'll be
right
now.
bro.
Hashtag Knicks tape, everybody. Let's go. Let's bring that back.
The Knicks stock is booming, bro.
And that's
That's
the
it.
thing. And at this point, all these New York teams should just motivate each other. Of
Yeah.
course, like we have a long season to go. We just started, but the Knicks playoff run. I alluded to these guys earlier that it was very similar to like New England and us. In 2021, it was very similar. But if we can make that upset against the best team, listen, sky's the limit.
Yeah, I think so, man. I really think that all these New York teams feed off of each other, and this could be a long, inspiring thing. Like for us, for the remainder of the MLS season. I mean, I really feel that, supporter-wise, there's a lot of that crossover between NYC and the Knicks. I mean, it's to me something that we all share together, no matter where our other allegiances may lie, right? So, I really feel like the Knicks are another one of those NY teams that really bring us all together, and we can enjoy this because, there's only one basketball team technically in New York, and that's the Knicks. I mean, Brooklyn Nets. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. We've been here longer.
I mean, and listen.
They were in Long Island, Jersey.
Yeah, guys.
Everywhere.
So you kind of sound like us. Playing at Sports Illustrated
Yeah,
Stadium.
I mean, not
and
for.
City Field. All this. I mean, yeah.
Fucking LAFC Stadium.
But
Yeah.
listen, At the end of the day, we do the most having. We're gonna have a home. The Knicks are doing the most they can. But yeah, Saturday seems like it's gonna be a crazy day. We have game 1. I'm sorry, game 3.
Yeah.
And then we have our game at 7:30. Their game's at 3 p.m.
Yep.
So we have, a lot of us are gonna make choices and decisions.
Yeah.
It's a big day.
Some
But I better
decisions
see
have to
y'all
be
at
made.
River Ave no matter what.
Listen, we all out to the NYCFC game no matter what, bro. But let's keep it real. Then when the Knicks are hot, the Knicks are hot. But I
Yeah.
will definitely be there. I might get there a little later than usual. Yoti, Elliot, I know one of you guys are gonna watch this. Come on, bro. make the march late. Make the march late.
Let's
nah, not even, bro. 6:45.
6:45 march you wild
march ends at half
for a
end.
7:30 match. Yeah, let's go.
Bro, if the game's at 3, it's gonna end by like 5:30.
Yeah, so I think we'll have more than enough time. I mean, hey, let's just
6:30. 6:30.
Hopefully we'll have some bodega action and
Oh,
we
of course. I'm sure the
Yeah.
Bronx is going to be on fire because, like you said, they all coincide with each other, bro. Remember that game last year? I think we were playing. I forgot who at home, and the Knicks won in the playoffs, and bro, everyone went crazy.
Yeah, no, that was pretty. I forget who we were playing, but that was a pretty amazing night. Yeah, yeah, it's always
but bro,
great.
they all coincide, man.
NBA playoffs in New York City, especially the Knicks are in it. I mean, I think there's a lot of buzz, because it's something that we hadn't had for a while. So I think we've been in consecutive playoffs now 3 years in a row. So we keep going. I mean, we keep building better teams and we keep making deeper runs into the playoffs. But I really feel like this is going to be a year where we're going to be the wild card. We're going to be unpredictable, and we're just going to take over and really do our thing and make that deep run and make it just like the 90s team. So
check.
Yeah,
because the light came off.
Oh my god. It just stopped recording. Why?
Yeah, and I was gonna say you cut it here, Nora.
Yeah, I can cut both.
All right.
Timestamp it. What? 17 minutes?
7:33. Yeah.
So if you pass me my phone or you want to write it. Just write it. I usually write my notes there, but I check my notes every day. 17:30 what?
Just 17 minutes.
17:38.
First 17 minutes, or first 7 minutes.
You know what I was thinking too? What I could do is I could keep it in the middle.
No, that's fine.
It seems
We'll take.
But I feel like it's good because then you don't have to come in.
No, I don't mind holding it. It really doesn't bother me.
No, I'm good. I'm saying I'll keep it in the middle like this.
So we had some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we fucked up.
I mean, listen, it's our first go. Your first go is not always easy. So
now I know what I'm doing next time.
and we're in the Bronx, so it's getting scary at night sometimes. But we got Felix here who knows
Felix
what's
gonna
up.
have to sneak us out the back door, bro.
Exactly.
We're gonna run back to Queens.
Exactly. So I don't know if the 7 train is going to be running at this time, guys. You may want to take
Thank God I drove.
So definitely. So we were speaking about the Knicks and how they're going to make this run, and I really believe that we're just gonna do something crazy this year. I've been saying this the last couple of years because the Knicks have been building this team
We're
and
due, bro.
we are due. I think we really are, and I think that now having Karl Anthony Towns in the mix and just the way this team is playing and as dynamic as we're playing, the Knicks are just gonna.
It's been over 50 years, bro.
Yeah, something. The last Knicks championship happened when I was 6-7 months old. So I mean, it's almost 50 years if y'all can believe that, man. It's crazy. So I think it's about time to write some history on that.
I mean, what better time to do it now that I don't think we've ever had this kind of hope.
Yeah.
Or just in general, this kind of confidence. I mean, you go 2 up against the champions.
Yeah.
It's never easy. So
I mean, this is reminding me of the 1990s team. It's those type of runs and. There were seasons where we just were going head to head against Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and the rest of the Chicago Bulls.
They're
like,
dogs, bro.
we were holding our own. So I really feel like this, this chemistry, this team that we have now, it's just been, it's something there's an X factor to this team.
Yeah, let's put the smile on the faces of the old legends. I don't think we've ever had, let's say, years of success that lasted more than 2 to 3 years. We had it in the 90s, maybe 90 to 2000s. Twice, but again, it was like a 3-4 year span. 2010s, with Melo's team,
Yep.
basically that squad we had then, but now we have the opportunity to make it if you have success, this could be a dynasty.
I was telling y'all the other day, Jalen Marquise Brunson
Let's go.
is right now the greatest athlete in New York City. In my opinion, is not even close.
So we had a debate the other day,
this is a very lively discussion.
Conversation on this. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, listen. As of right now, in hottest form, I said that he is the biggest New York icon in sports. Of course, I think in the last 5 or 6, 7 years has been Aaron Judge.
Mm-hmm.
But if success is brought, even a championship, one chip for Brunson, that's going to put
He's
him
going to be the
top.
king of New York, I think,
He'll
at that
be the
point.
king of New York, like in every category.
Yeah,
like,
I think
forever.
so.
We still talk about the 70%.
Eli Manning, Derek Jeter take a step aside.
Well, I don't know. He's the biggest one ever, but he is.
Bro, the
one
Knicks
of
But
the
I
winning,
think
the Knicks winning, the city has been so starved, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Generations upon generations upon generations of Knicks fans have never seen the Knicks win the finals. Shit, half the people my age never even seen the Knicks in the finals.
Exactly.
I mean, he'll go above people like
When the Knicks were in the finals, I was what was that? 99.
99, the last time I was a young boy. I was like, what, 22,
99,
23? Yeah.
I was born, bro. So
Yeah, dude.
But no,
so-
definitely. I mean, listen, he is somebody special. We are so blessed to have him.
Yeah.
And listen, as a New York team, like we said it in 2021 for us, we just got to keep it moving.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
we beat the biggest dog, it is what it is, but you
Yeah.
got to keep it moving.
Big Bodega.
Because we're
Big Bodega out
And
here.
Cat.
you guys tell me who we're playing in the conference finals right now. Rematch.
If we, well, it all depends on what Cleveland does.
Yeah.
We're both up 2-0, but that doesn't mean nothing. Like Kobe said, job's not finished.
Exactly. So, you
So
know,
whoever
definitely.
we play, I mean, regardless.
Speaking of jobs actually being finished, we had a match on Sunday at Citi Field.
Ooh.
And it was a big one. It was a big
FC
one.
Cincinnati, may the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
Star Wars Pin Day.
Did you get where's your pin at? Did you show up and get a pin? Nah. They got up $10 on eBay. I saw them.
But we'll say this: we appreciate a lot of people who
Yeah,
showed up.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
we had-
Nah,
the
that-
stand showed up. We showed up on the field.
Shout out City Boys.
Shout out City Boys,
Shout out
Def.
SC.
Yeah, shout out SC,
Shout out
Shout out
definitely.
everyone who's in the supporter
Templado,
Yeah,
Stern
we-
Rail,
Yep.
and more importantly, shout out you guys who
Yeah,
stood in the
definitely.
rain, who didn't care 90 minutes because I know those players were dogging.
Yeah.
We were dogging. It was the
Yeah,
best
they really
feeling.
were.
They needed it. They probably could have used some of that today.
Yeah, no, really. I mean,
We'll go from one thing to the
you
other.
know, we're gonna get into that later, but
Yeah.
definitely we could have used a bit of that today. So definitely, gentlemen, as
So,
always,
Go ahead,
let me
Felix.
get into this lineup. New York City Football Club. We played FC Cincinnati this past Sunday, May 4th. And definitely, here's just how we lined up. We had Matt Freeze in goal.
Yep.
We lined up in our back line. We had Tavon Gray, Justin Hack, Thiago Martins, and we had a really, really unusual pick of Hannes Wolf in that back line, technically.
So I mean, the way you're describing it,
Yeah.
it was literally
yeah, he
it
was playing more of a
uh,
wing back libero, old school libero, So
it was a 3-2-4-1 guy.
it's-
So you gotta understand.
And
bro.
we're looking at Fat Mob right here, but definitely we had Maxi Morales, we had the kid Johnny Shaw, and we also had Keaton Parks, who definitely was doing his thing. He definitely was doing his thing
And I
as
hope
well.
he's okay. Because
No, definitely, we-
No,
yeah,
we need him. We need him.
We Keaton get better, you know what I mean? And also, shouts to Kevin O'Toole, because I did see him on the concourse, before the game, and I told him, hey, listen, man, I hope you get better. We need you out there.
Bro,
so
I wish I would have saw him.
yeah,
Bro, I
no,
would've
dead
been
ass.
like,
he was out there with his shorty, so I couldn't really,
good.
So anyway, guys, and up front we had a very, very another unusual choice. We had Andres Perea lining up on front with Alonso Martinez and Julian Fernandez. So it was a bit of a unusual lineup, if you know, but it was
clicked.
effective. Yeah, it
clicked. And we were so surprised.
Yeah.
It worked.
So
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, 3-2-4-1,
Yeah.
and the fact that, of course, Martinez is up top.
Although Fat Mob says it's a 4-3.
Yeah.
I mean, it
yeah.
changed throughout the game. We made subs as well. People went down.
Yeah, we played a couple different formations
But
out
we can
there.
definitely tell that in the first half, it was Perea, behind Perea and Maxi behind Martinez, and out wide it was, of course, Julian Fernandez, Wolf, and then we had Justin Hack and Short in the middle. So that Justin Hack went in the middle later on.
Yeah, definitely.
But listen, we started off hot.
No, we
We
did.
started off hot, and in the first 12 minutes could have been 2-0.
It really could have been. So definitely we were pressing the issue up a bit forward, and we get a beautiful shot from Julian Fernandez. I mean,
Yeah.
this kid loves His left foot. I mean,
Travella
great.
three.
The Travella
Tres
3.
dedos over
Tres
the
dedos.
top.
I mean,
We saw today that he definitely loves his left foot.
yeah, definitely. So I mean, but either way, man, it
Choppy
was just,
bad news cheese over there.
yeah,
to that.
yeah, definitely, we will get into it. But I think that definitely
He
that
looked like
shows
me at La Cancha, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, bro. Like I was looking bad out there, bro. I
Yeah.
can't play footy for nothing. He
Yeah,
was looking like
this is
me.
why we talk about it because we can't play it. You know what I mean?
Bro, we're Monday morning quarterback in this shit, and so what? If you don't like it, I
wait,
don't know
so
what to
so
tell
guys,
you.
Monday morning quarterback. Would it be like Monday morning number 10?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
You know the Theo who gets off, la pela
Well,
the day
deal
before
is
and
if-
then turns
if
up.
he never hurt his knee, like
Yeah, hey, if I never hurt my freaking knee, I could have been the first fucking league in MLS. man.
Talking about Theos,
First season.
talking about Theos, I mean Maxi Morales. I
Yeah.
mean, give him an
Another
award.
90.
Give him an
Another
award of
90
Theo of the
minutes.
year.
NYCFC is trying to accelerate the exit of his
Departure.
his departure immediately because they don't care about him the way they're making him play 90 minutes.
I mean, no, the thing is that they don't care. We have no other choice.
Yeah,
But-
really. I
and
mean, that's a question of depth, and that's something that
It's-
we've
we
been
have no
harking
other
about all
choice.
the
Wonder whose
season.
fault that is.
June is around the corner, but
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, we started off hot. It could have been 2-0.
Yeah.
Alonso Martinez hit it in the post. Well, first let's talk about Hernandez's finish.
Yeah.
That was solid, good run of play. After that, we took off and we had momentum.
Yeah.
Martinez,
That penalty?
I know
Yeah.
that he missed. I know that it's been
Second.
2 in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
We
I
can
think,
maybe consider someone else, but should we?
I think so. I really do believe that, man. I mean, because there was a time I believe like what 2019, Maxi Morales was just going off. I think he missed like 3-4 penalties in a row. Yeah, give it up to somebody else. Work on it in training, and that's it. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get better at this anyway.
The
So
other person I could think of is
Yeah.
maybe like Hannes Wolf.
Hannes
I
Wolf
mean,
or somebody, maybe Maxi
he's
again.
like the
who
set
knows?
piece takers. Usually him and Maxi in
Yeah.
set pieces, so it seems
But
like.
we all know that penalties are really a confidence thing. I think that Alonso Martinez, shots to him for earning that penalty. I mean, when you watch the highlight, I mean, you just see him getting dragged down. He knew from that moment he's gonna go down. Not to say that he flopped, but he knew, okay, bet I'm going down.
No, you
right?
got to play the system.
But I really feel like Alonso Martinez tried to get a bit too fine with it. He tried to get a bit too cheeky with it. So I mean, really,
It's
it's like-
usually that he hits his shots
Yeah.
with power.
Exactly.
He hits it in the crossbar. It's not that he's off.
Yeah.
I would say if he give him one more chance. If he misses
Yeah.
the next one, he definitely has to be changed immediately.
right.
Both his penalties were off the post and off the crossbar.
Yeah,
so I mean-
penalty misses.
It was just I think it's a power thing.
Yeah, I think
and I
it's-
feel it
yeah.
because that's how he makes his penalties. But fair enough. And I mean, guys, the first half we were dominant, and
Yeah.
one thing we saw this game that we're lacking. I mean, on the field, it was courage. Not only
Yeah.
that, but defensive stability. We look very organized for a new formation. And I mean, look, shout outs to Pascal Janssen for having that creativity. I mean, the players I know now are happy to have someone as dynamic as a coach
Right.
to spice it up when you need to, especially with injuries and everything you have.
We don't have a player who could take over the game. Like we need someone who could just grab the game and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna win this game, or I'm gonna take over this game right
Yeah.
now." We don't have that player at all.
What's the
It's
magic number, guys?
10?
There you
10,
go. And
that's
what
it.
do we need more of?
10.
And David Lee, what do we need?
A 10.
There you go.
Simple as that. I
Now
mean,
he knows his ABCs.
next
David
time,
Lee,
won't you
go
sign
sign
Won't you
for
sign
me.
with me.
We
Or
did
sign
not,
Nico. I mean, I
guys.
don't
This
know.
was not planned at all. So we would just
No.
totally chop that
We're
up.
just
So
sick of your shit. Get it
Yes.
together.
so guys, we can get into
With
some.
your three-piece suits.
We can get it. Get into some facts, interesting facts, really. Basically, ball possession. It was pretty much down the middle, 50-50. Hey yo, pretty much
For the
50-50 on that
left
one.
for the right one.
Number 10 can do that for you.
We had NYC had a 2.44 expected goals compared to a 1.07 for our recently deceased rival. We had 19 total shots as opposed to Cincinnati's 15. FOTMOP stat, they state that there were 3 big chances by NYC rather, and then we had 2 for Cincinnati. So I feel like personally, we ran that first half pretty well. I mean, we scored early. We're still trying to create chances, and I think we're playing the ball enough. We're converting well enough from the midfield that we're just going to go ahead and and just flow a bit better now. Shouts once again to Keaton Parks. He got hurt, and then he got subbed in for Burke Reese, comes in for him in the 26th minute.
And,
So
so we tweaked the formation. I saw we went from having Hackett center back, was it? And then he went into the middle because he had to, because we could play best as a center back. Of course, I think later on we had Nico Cavallo come in.
Yeah.
I think that added with it, went a little bit more defensive.
Yeah, that was in the 53rd minute for Andres Perea.
Andres Perea. I mean, this Andres Perea, I always said that he's somebody important that we need.
Mm-hmm.
He has a dynamic, I think, of a box-to-box midfielder. Where
He really does.
I say this because, I try my best when I play.
Yeah.
So it's that, you need to be back and forth. He is very athletic. He is intelligent. So, having someone like him, I think we might need some more players like him, to be honest.
Yeah, he definitely
He
changes
reminds
it.
me of like a Pogba.
Yeah, he definitely changes that dynamic in the midfield in which he does push box to box. I mean, he'll push in, he'll go into even into the 6. He'll take his shots inside, and I think that's the type of aggression that we really needed that position. I think that's something that maybe we were missing a bit while he was injured, because as we know, when he joined the team, he was very aggressive going in, and then he's fast enough to drop all the way back. So this is something that we need from him, and I think that if we keep him healthy and we keep giving him minutes like this, Andres Perea is going to be that X factor that's going to take us far.
And overall, guys, I feel like the second half, we really
Yeah.
put our foot down. I think this is great to see for us because we need
Yeah.
that. I mean, I can't tell you another game where I saw that we were just so confident,
Yeah.
especially with like the mixes of the formation and everything else. So, I mean, listen, I think on the field, I give this team like a 9 out of 10. It was a
Yeah.
solid performance. We beat the number 1 team in the East at that point.
Yeah.
And
They were coming in
what
on
do
a
we need?
run.
I mean,
They won
regardless if it's
5
1-0,
straight. Winning 5 straight. Come on, they were in form.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see. Basically, I was happy to see us manhandle the first place team in the conference. Like this is how we need to play each and every game. So we go into the 46th minute. So a couple of subs, for Cincinnati. We got, Sergio Santos, he comes in for Nick Hagland, and then we have Gerardo Valenzuela coming in for Yu Yakubo. And then in the 53rd minute, we had the aforementioned sub, Nico Cavallo, comes in for Andres Perea. We started to get a bit more dynamic, and I think we got a bit more aggressive because we did pick up a couple yellow cards. I mean, Justin Hack picks one up in the 75th. Hannes Wolf picks up one up in the 72nd. So we were playing our game. We were being aggressive. We were getting back, and we were possessing the ball. Not so much possessing the ball, but actually doing something with it.
Yeah.
Going forward and playing.
Being productive. You got to
being
be
productive and just converting the way we're converting in the midfield.
We know how city ball could be. Possession's one thing, but what you do with the ball is another.
Exactly.
We gotta get to the ball,
So I really feel like we defended well. Another clean sheet. A second clean sheet in a row. And I really think that going forward, these are going to be the type of wins that we're going to need to win this way.
Until we make signings.
In October.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're huge. It doesn't matter how you win them. I think with the state of the team, we need to win them no matter what.
Exactly. So then we saw a bit more of that park the bus action. Trapito Ojeda comes in for Julian Fernandez in the 85th. Munsif Backraw, comes in for Alonso Martinez in the 85th as well. So, I feel like, they were just going to provide a bit more of that defensive edge and, guys who, if they're going to get the ball, they're going to just run forward and try to score it again. So, exactly. So, it really didn't end with much said because, what happened after that? Brad Smith comes in for Lucas Engel on the Cincinnati side, and then Evander gets a yellow card in the 92nd
And
minute.
we close up shop the best
and we
way
close
possible.
up shop the way we know how to do so. And I think this is another reason why Pascal Janssen has really changed the dynamic of this team is because we now have a shut down second half that we can play, a formation that we can play. So when we do have these two zip games, we're able to just shut down. And this is something we were not seeing under Nick Cushing because there was always that terror that holy shit, we're gonna get scored on, we're gonna get scored on again, and we're gonna lose this game. If we saw it happen numerous times during his tenure, and I think now
That's true.
Pascal Janssen has us playing with a lot more confidence and saying, hey, we're gonna play this, we're gonna protect this lead, and that's it. We saw it against Toronto. We definitely saw it against Cincinnati this weekend.
Cincinnati, we are your father.
Somos tu papá.
No.
Let's talk about in the stands.
Oh my God!
Oh
in
man,
the
the vibes
stands.
were lit, man.
9 out
The
of 10,
energy was
listen,
lit.
9 out of 10
Yeah, definitely,
on
definitely.
the field, but I feel like the upgrade in the stands, I was saying it to a lot of people face to face. I think you might remember me saying it. It was a huge upgrade, and
Yeah.
the coordination between all the supporters groups and everybody involved, basically
Yeah.
to coordinate the drums, the tiras, whatever is out there, the banners.
Yeah.
It was good that we split it in two and we have it in the corner. Don't quote me on this, but I heard a certain Cincinnati player say that this is the loudest they've heard us, playing away
Nice.
in New York. So I
Nice.
think, credit to everyone. Who
Hey
did
guys,
and
yeah,
for
yeah,
standing in the lane.
that's a big compliment right there. I mean, it really, if an opposing player is saying this is the loudest they've heard us, I think that's a huge compliment to what we're doing. So
Who said
Rebels,
that? Matt Miazga?
Matt Miazga, but hey, listen, Rebels, hey, you're not getting away with it next time,
And
bro.
don't-
We are coming strong.
And don't forget, Red Bulls also had a thing against him because he said something against them when they played in the playoffs. So
Definitely. So,
He sent them home. If I don't.
Yeah.
remember correctly.
well, technically, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Cincinnati,
So
thankfully.
I think that when I first got to the bottom of the section, shout out, and not only that, shouts to that lady working at the top of the section, I think it was 104, giving me a hard time. I mean, she gave everybody a hard time. I was like, what, ma'am, this is not a Met game. This is general admission. Shut your mouth.
To be fair, it looked like it was her first
Listen,
time.
it
seen
definitely
her
was the first time, and I just said, hey, ma'am.
She was a rookie.
Yeah, she definitely was a rookie. I told her,
Rookie in
ma'am.
training.
I told her,
First
ma'am,
time.
you're not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna walk down here. You're not gonna say anything. You're not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna keep it moving. So, guys, yeah, next time you're at City Field,
What a piece of shit you
Yeah.
are, Felix. with that.
I mean, seriously, bro, what's he gonna say to me? I'm just gonna
Bronx-
keep walking, bro.
Bronx
what
dudes
you
in
mean?
freaking
From the Bronx
Queens.
without saying
I
you're
mean,
from the
come
Bronx.
on, bro.
That
I mean,
being
I'm
said, nah, she's whack for that.
She was whack for that.
whack.
No. She was whack for that, bro. But not for nothing. I mean, when I first got down to the section, it was I was like, wait, who put our drums here? I mean, I didn't have those questions answered. Then I see the Tidas, and then
Shout
I
out
saw
City Boys for that.
Yeah, shout out to City Boys for that, really. And just having that out there, it provided that a bit of a better atmosphere because, as you know. That other section, that other part of the supporter section is there's undercover. So, obviously sound is amplified and, there was a bit more of that as well. But not only that, I think that there was the energy in the supporter section was that we didn't have the drums there. We finally got our drums back.
And what a way to get it back.
Yeah, and what a way to get it
Split
back.
up
I mean,
the best
yeah.
way possible.
I mean, my whole thing is that I think that the drums have the they
Forget
just
the
provide
players,
energy.
just the fans. It brought the energy, and it's true. I think majority of us do rely on the drums, but you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's what we got. That's what we work with.
Yeah.
So everyone who doesn't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Get used to it.
And we talked about voice projection in the past, of course.
Yeah.
How it's important to have. I mentioned it the other time, how it's important to have basically that amplify. That's what
Right.
unfortunately
Yeah.
helped Red Bull last year. But for us, I remember the first time we ever played in City Field.
Right.
Our original like supporter section was that.
Yeah.
It was that. I do remember in 2017. So, you're bringing half of that, if not the whole thing, back while we still have the other section.
Right.
I mean, what better way to maybe end off City Field?
No, it
Like
was
in the next
so.
year or
I
so.
was really hyped to see City Boys really holding it down, and just
Shout out to
leading.
City Boys.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
Joki, shout
yeah.
out
Sorry,
Andrew,
sorry.
Shouts to
guys.
everybody. Shouts to everybody.
Sorry, which I think Edison went out there. I know you guys got a long ride back home. Sorry, the team.
Kind of ruined your
Yeah,
butt
the
vibe
team
tonight.
ruined
So
your
you know.
vibe tonight, man. So let's move on from this game.
From the
Let's
good to the
talk
bad is what Nico
Oh
wants.
Let's talk
man!
about
Oh man!
The miracle
Fresh
on
up.
turf.
The miracle on turf. Oh my God! At Highmark Stadium, gentlemen.
And yeah, like you said, anybody who made the trip out there, you guys are troopers.
You guys-
I was
you guys are real
considering it, but you guys are troopers, man.
Pittsburgh's
Fuck
far,
it.
man. This shit's
Yeah,
far.
nah.
That's
It's
why-
like an 8-hour drive. I looked. It
No,
up. It's
you know
far.
something. This guy keeps saying it's an 8-hour drive.
Bro,
My
look
guy.
it up on your phone right now,
Bro,
Look
I've-
it up on your
my
phone
man,
right
6.5 the
now. Look
most.
It up right now.
6.5 the most. Okay, let's
Google
go.
Maps FC. Come on.
Let's
What's going
go.
on
My
here?
5% battery.
Damn.
My 5% battery out here.
But guys, we just know it was far. While we find this out right now, it sucked that you had to go that far. Let's see how far it is, though.
No,
Oh, it
no.
said Pittsburgh.
Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh.
No,
Hold
just
on.
type in Pittsburgh, PA.
There we go. No, it's right there. Okay, so it's gonna take you it's 451 miles, right?
All right, no. Look, that's on transit. Now check car.
Check. We're gonna go right here. Okay. Transit now. Carro. Vamos en el carro. Okay. Do. My freaking Wi-Fi is slow. I gotta get. Maybe I gotta reset. 6 hours and 8 minutes.
It's also at nighttime where there's no traffic.
All right, regardless,
Okay,
guys.
well,
listen,
anyway, I know that
it was a
Vincent-
bad.
yeah, it was-
I mean,
We're talking
we
about everything
expected
else
something
but
much
this game.
better, and that's the thing. I mean, the stats can say what they say. Again, Pascal Janssen said it to the press. No matter what kind of caliber game this is, you got to have the balls to fucking coordinate. And the opposite of what we can say for the last game was really today.
Yeah,
It was bad, man.
it
like,
was.
The lineup is Romero's in between the sticks. Starting at left back, we had Nico Cavallo, Berg Reese at center back, Tanaslevich at center back, Tavon on the right, Justin Hack and Johnny Shore running the double pivot, and then we had Ojeda out left, Perea in the middle, I guess playing
False 8, false 10.
yeah, false 10, I guess. Wolf on the right wing and Bakar up top, and boy, oh boy.
It was not good, guys.
This should haunt all of them forever. I mean, guys, let's be honest. There wasn't much to talk about. The game was pretty boring. We had our chances. We didn't convert. In the 76th minute, Strahenia Tanaslevich gets a red card. Questionable, some would say, but he should know better not to do anything stupid
it
like
was
that
an
and shoot
obvious-
your team in the foot like
obvious
that.
denial of a goal scoring opportunity. I think that the way that the foul happened,
was bad, bro.
It could have been seen
bad.
as soft, but
Bless
since he
you.
was the last man, I mean, it was a pretty idiotic foul to make.
It was stupid, and you expect more from a guy who has played for a long time and been around, but I guess I was wrong for assuming that.
Yeah, so I mean, at least at the very least, get a chance to Tomas Romero for him to be the hero, and I really feel that it was just a tackle made in such bad timing. I mean, not to mention the fact that we really weren't playing to the best of our potential because we were just going in and out. I mean, we were chance after chance that we were just missing. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, to me, we just did not look the same, and I think we actually once again. We very much played down to our level of competition.
And I mean, listen. So I would say this is what I've already said. I'm going to analyze the shit out of this. I mean, that's the thing. When you play the same players, maybe more than the half of the squad wasn't really rotated, and you have them playing like at least 4 halves in a week when we have a game on Saturday. Again, I mean, listen, what's that magic word we say? Depth.
Yeah, depth.
We really don't have any of that. I mean, listen, it's obvious we need another. Number 10 that can tinker around and really open opportunities. Yeah. And let me say it again. We need a number 10. We need another striker. Listen, we cut slack to Bakrar, but we need a third striker to pressure when you can't pressure.
Yeah, not only that, the delivery is horrible. They're just launching long balls up the field and just praying. Like, I don't understand. Is that what they work on all week?
And I mean, that's the thing. You can't ask
why play down to USL competition?
Exactly.
Like
I mean, I felt like I was watching a high school game at one point. I was like, come on.
It's bad, man. Like, at the end of the day, you're professionals. You get paid a lot of money to do this, bro. And the fact that you had 68% possession, 68%, sorry, and you only have 4 shots on target, man, and you lose in the last seconds of the game. Maybe they gave a little too much time. It doesn't matter. You should have never been in that situation to begin with. They have no one to blame but themselves.
Beto Idrach with a goal in the 96th minute of the game.
But I mean,
Good for them.
I was gonna say, listen. I mean, at the end of the day, like
Cinderella
I said,
story out here. I mean, we just were
Definitely
on the wrong
shout-outs.
end of it, but it was definitely a bit of a Cinderella
Shout out
story
to
for
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh.
Our whole big tough journey ended before it even fucking started, bro.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
so like I was gonna say, I mean, at the end,
when you get on the train and like it just stops and it says, "Oh, like there was a delay ahead. You gotta get off."
Yeah.
That was us.
Or it's how about this? When you're taking the train and they tell you the next stop is 149th Street and 3rd Avenue, but the next stop actually ends up being Freeman Street.
I mean-
it's happened along. Shouts to the 2 train.
I mean, listen, you can't ask much more from like Johnny Shore and Hack to be creative, and that's what it comes down to. We need more. We need much more creativity. I mean, we've talked about it. I call it blue balls. I've seen when we just possess.
Yeah.
We control the ball, but we really don't do anything significant. You're not creative enough.
Yeah.
You're not really risking it, changing up the thing. But I don't have the game plan. But I don't think we have players that could do that. So
Yeah,
listen. I
that's
mean,
a real problem.
We have players that, of course, have to take their chances. I think Bakar, of course, as much love as we have for him.
Yeah, he missed his. All the players did. Julian Hernandez.
Yeah, oh man, Julian Fernandez had the sitter.
Bro.
And to me, to be honest with you, I mean, that could have been.
We deserved to lose. We deserved it. We didn't deserve to win. It's all good.
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus among the three of us.
Can't focus on more than one thing at once. We have to just focus on the season, and that's it.
And it's pretty clear. I mean, it's pretty clear for what we have, for what we're going through, the depth that we have, and how freaking congested we're going to be this month.
Yeah.
I think the best. Listen,
Yeah,
don't call me
yeah.
wrong. You got to make the most out of the shittiest situations. But excuse my French. But at the end of the day, what you want is to have less games. And I understand. Let's say we were never due to win the Open Cup anyway.
Yeah.
If we would have played another 2 or 3 games, that would have been an extra distraction for the next 2 months, and it's still going to be before the
And
transfer window.
not only that,
So
it exposes our depth. I mean, really, we have nothing at this point. We are bare bones.
And I mean, we got to make the most out of.
I would just at this point much rather focus on the MLS season,
as we should,
because of the simple fact that we just do not have the depth to be playing these games.
And we literally are stumbling into the transfer window, as far as we could get. Like, we're basically gonna crawl.
Yeah.
And hope that we could get fixed by.
So basically, Pascal Janssen, he's done to Washington and Pelham Bay. Pelham 1, 2, 3. Trying to stop the train before freaking.
Yeah, that's it, man.
So we bought the Open Cup. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean.
The Knicks got the W.
Yeah.
We won on Sunday. So in league, we're ranked 7.
Yeah, we're in 7th place right now.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
3 out of our last 5. For all the bullshit, we still are in 7th place. We have, how many points do we have? 17 points.
17 points.
So we're 4 points away from top 4. And we are 7 points away from the first spot. Who? It's now Columbus Crew.
Yeah,
so
the Columbus has just been playing their asses off lately.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
And I feel like all those teams are going through transitions.
Yeah.
Columbus is going through a transition. Philly for how good they started, even though we beat them. I mean, they're going through a transition, and Cincinnati just got a blow from us. So,
but this is the one thing that's really been. They've been hit and miss. I mean, but They didn't. I think they beat the Rebels this weekend, 4-1 or some shit.
Yeah, they own them.
So exactly. So that's their son. So anyway, damn, I think the Rebels are just sons to everybody right now. They DC son, they Miami son, they definitely are sons.
And in a week or so, they're gonna be our sons.
They're gonna be our sons once again.
Club de Foot Montreal.
Montreal.
Or as when me and Cesar were in Montreal, one of the old guys said, "Oh, you guys are going to watch the Impact."
Listen, Impact.
They called it the bring back that name. That's a classic name.
But listen, for what we have to do on Saturday is the Impact, and the Impact we got to make is getting those 3 points. Because I mean, why the
Ooh, that poetry, my guy, poetry.
Why the
bars?
hell not?
Push it. Yeah, there you go.
And I hope NYCFC is as smooth on Saturday.
Nah, definitely.
And the Knicks, because Saturday seems to be a freaking
we're gonna have the
huge day.
doubleheader. I mean, guys, do you realize this doubleheader of action that we have on Saturday?
Yep.
We got the Knicks playing in the afternoon. New York, we play.
Everybody better behave themselves unless we win twice.
Montreal at 7:30 in the evening. You know what I mean? So I mean, it really is gonna make for an exciting New York sports day. You know what I mean?
Crazy vibe. I already know. Yeah. No matter what, the Knicks are leading in the series. So.
And I would say, listen, if
Yeah.
you're coming out, if you're going to both, we still appreciate those who are not. We still need people to come out in River Ave and do
Yeah.
the march.
Just watch
We're
the
gonna
game.
try to do the march as
Wear
well.
an
Yeah.
NYCFC hat. That's it.
You can
That's
watch it
it.
at Bodega. You can watch it at Stan's,
Yeah, man, make sure you
Billy's,
come to the game. It'll
Twins,
be a perfect
etc.
thing to
Yankee
do.
Tavern.
Yeah. I really feel like we really need to ride this
Saturday
wave.
is a must-win game.
Saturday, you know something? I mean,
And I think we
Listen.
will.
Bro, Montreal has not won a fucking game. They have 3 points from 3 ties. You cannot lose to them.
And we
Yeah.
lost.
Or tie them.
We beat the number 1
That is
team.
pathetic.
And now we cannot lose.
We
or drop
cannot.
it.
I mean-
Their coach, they're literally in turmoil. Them and the Galaxy are on the race to the bottom.
exactly.
So
So,
we're gonna have
Wooden
a-
Spoon FC out here, but this is one thing that really I've really noticed about this season, gents. It's like we really have been punching above our weight. I mean, listen,
100%.
listen,
What-
Philly,
yeah, nobody should get
Philly's
it
in
twisted.
second
We
right now.
definitely are.
We beat Philly 1-0.
Definitely are.
Punch up and we punch
FC
down.
Cincinnati, we beat them 1-0. They're in
we
third
tied
place.
them.
Exactly.
Miami, we tied Miami. So the thing is that we are
We only lost
we're
to
punching
Columbus by
above
a
our
goal.
weight. Yeah, we're punching above our weight. But now we have to, the mediocre teams like the Montreals, the games that we're
The games you
quote
gotta
unquote
win.
supposed to win. we have to really start getting fat and beating up on these guys.
And
you know
I mean,
what I mean?
I would say, like, in general,
Eat your food, bro.
Eat your food, bro. That's
from
it.
the momentum that we're getting from the last home game, which I think you can listen. If the best players, they have amnesia.
Yeah.
You got to forget what happened tonight.
Yeah.
As much as you have to review it and you have
Yeah.
to improve,
Men in
you
black.
have to forget it because listen, you're back at home and you're going to be at home for the majority of this month.
Yep.
So let's bring out the noise. Let's bring out the
So all
freaking
players
performance.
with nicks and injuries, hopefully they could just spend time recovering
Yep.
and getting better, and hopefully.
Shout out
listen,
Mitzia, get
as
better.
many- we need
Keaton,
as
get
many
better.
Points as we can get in May. As many
Yeah.
points. We got the Derby coming up next week.
Phew.
You can't be stumbling into that shit. And we played 3 games. Because we played Montreal, we played DC,
Yep.
and then we played Red Bull.
Yep.
And then we play like 2 other home games as well.
So-
Yeah, we play
you
against
know,
Chicago, then we
yeah.
got
There
Houston.
you
So,
go.
it's going to be,
For Memorial Day
and
weekend.
I think I said this a couple weeks
And we play Nashville.
Nashville
Memorial
that day.
weekend in
Yeah,
Nashville.
yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I think I said this a couple weeks ago. Like, this is gonna be the time where we're really gonna have to make our
We
statement
gotta step up.
and say that we are here. And I think that right now we're starting to make that statement.
Think about it.
You know?
I think so. No, you're right. That's
Think
completely
about
what
it.
I would
If
say.
we
Yeah.
can walk away with like 9 points in the next 5 matches.
Yeah,
You only have a month to wait until the transfer window.
yeah,
It gives you a little room to breathe. Whereas if you only win if you only get 5 points in this window, like you can't have that.
right.
We have to beat Montreal. We have to beat DC because they're struggling. Chicago, they're
I'll say DC is just maybe a bit hard because we are
Benteke.
in not
Yeah,
only not
Benteke.
even just because of him, but I'm saying we are in between the weeks, so we're coming off game by game by game, and ideally the next rotational game is going to be DC.
Yeah.
Because then we got to prepare for the Derby.
yeah. The
So
Derby's
I
a
Something-
think
must
maybe
win,
that's the
Yeah.
one that's more
especially after last
you know
year, it's a must win.
droppable if you want to say, but then the Derby is a must win.
I think that something that really stands out to me as we look at the table right now is just the fact that we are at 0 goal differential.
Listen, we're
It's-
scraping these
we're
1-0.
scraping,
That's
we're
basically
scraping, we're
sounds,
scraping,
yeah.
we're scraping. I mean, we're scrapping, we're scraping. And I think that we really have to go into this saying that scoring is going to have to be an absolute team effort here because
We
it's going to
have
have to come from places that we may not
Facts.
expect
We
it
have to
from.
score early,
Yeah,
too.
and we have to score a lot earlier. And if we do run into situations in which we have a penalty in the 12th minute, we have to knock those penalties
Yeah, we
in.
have to-
Absolutely.
we have to.
I mean, I think a determinant of how much progression Pascal Janssen or what he
Yeah.
can do through these tough times is going to be how these players are productive in their new role.
Yeah.
I mean, Perea, I don't mind giving him, a try where he's playing at right now,
Yeah.
as a back forward. But they need to step up. And like you said, it's very important to have players, if they can score or just be more dynamic attacking, because that's a thing. When you lack strikers, when your only main source of goals is your main striker,
Right.
I mean, we have been making up for it. It's important for everybody to keep stepping up. So listen, saying that, predictions for Saturday, for at least for NYCFC.
Listen, I want a 4-0,
The
man.
Knicks
tonight.
are gonna win, and NYCFC wins 2-0.
That's it. That's
Guys,
it.
if we win, we both win, the Knicks win, the New York City FC win on Saturday. Oh Jesus Christ, I don't know about make Sunday.
It's gonna be-
Sunday
listen.
is gonna be. What did Anthony
Recovery day.
Bourdain say?
Uh,
Aspirin, Coke, Coca-Cola, smoke a joint, a spicy Szechuan food. Works every time.
And I know
Listen.
you guys,
That's what you're gonna need on Sunday.
or
And water also works for that, guys. This is just to
It
throw that out there
depends. It
too.
depends, bro,
Like
'cause to be honest, once you're too far gone, there's nothing you can
water's
do.
my best friend, guys.
I mean,
That's
what I
I'm
would-
saying.
But I'm saying you have to remember to drink it. If you wait until you're too drunk to
That
when you
is
start
true.
throwing up, the water's just gonna make
So,
it even
guys,
worse.
let's stay. If you're gonna go watch the Knicks game, and if you're gonna come
One
to the
cup of water
to
per one
NYC,
drink.
yeah,
so I'll say my prediction would definitely be like a 2-0. We're gonna do good defensively.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah.
We've been pretty good defensively.
we can't see
I
it to, like,
think
score more
just
than that.
with
Yeah.
this type of team who's not as good, doesn't have, let's be honest, the caliber that Cincinnati
No.
has.
Yeah.
They're
You
struggling.
can definitely crack another goal in there. You can be
Yeah.
creative enough to crack another goal.
Listen, they've had 11 matches and they have 3 points. I mean, it's
they have a minus 11 goal difference.
I don't think
guys.
it's-
They're not scoring.
Game. They are not scoring. Minus 11.
I don't think 2-0
That's
is
They're
crazy.
a
plus
bad shout.
minus. They've scored 5 goals and they've conceded 16. I mean,
That's-
come on.
Yeah.
So forget about what happened in Pittsburgh today, boys.
Yeah,
The
guys,
Open
you
Cup wasn't
got.
for us this year, maybe next year, but
Let's eat our food on Saturday.
that,
That's
man.
We can
it.
still focus
we'll see you
on.
on Saturday, man.
We can still focus on now just MLS.
Yeah.
And now for the Knicks before we go, what is the prediction?
We're gonna win. I told you.
I mean,
Three,
listen.
zip.
I think.
Three.
History in the making.
I think so.
Doubters, haters.
Come on, you know something you never doubted at MSG. Oh no, we gotta give it up.
Goodwill Hunting's a good movie. It doesn't matter.
Nah, man. If you think The Departed is a good movie, doesn't matter. Boston still sucks, bro.
It's trash.
You know what I
Again,
mean?
I'm calling it. This is our
Fuck your
2021
clam
run.
chowder.
And let's just say Leonardo DiCaprio should have gotten an Oscar for his role in The Departed. I will say that. It was a good movie, but fuck.
And
Boston.
also, we were at the Garden on Monday, and Lord Jesus,
Oh,
we stole the Miguel Bridges cutout from a bar.
yeah, it was pretty funny.
It was wild.
Saturday, if we win, it's gonna be that times 10.
We
have a game. We have a crowd in and out the arena.
I think-
beat the Celtics, they
Yeah.
will make the NBA Finals. I don't care who's next.
Yeah,
Unless
it's gonna be-
Pacers,
yeah.
I want you. Halliburton, I want you.
You know,
'Cause we're getting Reggie
gonna,
Miller.
Miles Turner and you Pascal.
I want you.
Siakam.
Yeah, you know something. I think we're gonna get rid of that old Reggie Miller
Good.
thing, man.
Let's
I mean,
get rid of
because
it.
we got it's done.
And also,
You know-
let's get out of here because it's getting late.
Guys,
And
hopefully we have a good one.
yeah, man,
Definitely.
that's it.
Hell of a
This
week.
is the New York Nobodies
Coming at you live from Studio 5A.
From the Bronx,
Nycfc Studios.
in the Bronx, New York. Signing out.
Definitely. Take care, guys. Peace.
That was good.